What's good, what's good? That's Yana Shawty, to myself, Queen of the Skull, and I'm here with my beautiful host.
Howdy, Jolie.
And we are Ladies with Charisma Podcast, and today we got special guest.
That's me.
And Frisco Baby.
Okay, woo, 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 woo. Woman empowerment, pussy power. Okay, so today we just gonna be asking them some questions, vibing out, but let's just start with like, what y'all do today, what y'all doing, how y'all feeling?
Oh, do you want to answer that first?
Yeah, just making money moves, man, to like throw more money into like our dreams, you know what I mean? Like,
Off tops.
that's really it. It's a little overwhelming right now, you know, because of the weather, but it's doable, bro. No excuses.
No, for real. They had me at work during the storm, and that shit was flooding, and I'm just like, why am I here? But money.
Exactly.
Money moves.
Money moves.
What about you? What you do today?
Stay at home with my badass son.
No, kinda.
Mom life.
Mom life.
I love it, but it can be a headache sometimes. Like, for real.
Got you. So we just gonna hop into the questions. You want to start with one of yours? Or you want me to go ahead?
Yeah, I could go.
Okay.
Hey, Frisco, can you tell me a little bit about, first of all, hello. I feel like we're sitting on the same couch right now, and I'm like this close to you at the moment. And how are you? Like,
To be clear, like, we're loaded, okay? Like, half of us in here are loaded, feeling great,
So
okay?
it's funny.
It's good.
Don't mind the funny.
Yeah,
like.
Oh, you mean like in general?
Well, so who are you? Like, who are you as an artist, or
I feel like as an artist,
like as a person, as an artist and a person, who do
I
you
feel
feel
like-
like you are, like, that can make you different than everybody else, that stands out, who, like, describes you? Like, if somebody think about you, I don't know how to explain the question.
What
but,
makes
like,
you
you feel
feel
like
like
I'm saying, like,
Frisco
who makes you
Baby?
you? Yeah, like,
I feel like it's just like being genuine and the versatility. You know what I mean? In the sense that I feel like whatever genre I shoot for, there's a message in there. Whether it's Spanish, whether it's English, whether it's rap, like something poetic, you know what I mean? There's something that people feel when they listen to me. You know what I mean? I feel like they actually feel like, you could feel someone that's being genuine through their music compared to somebody that's just like, they just gonna talk out their ass, and you're just like, bro, like, you know what I mean? Like, even when you perform that song, you know what I mean? I'm like, I know people were hyped, but they were hearing what you were saying, you know what I mean? Like, they're like, oh, she's a mom, and she's rapping, and she's killing, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's really what I try to give off, is like, just being genuine, being versatile, and leaving a message with somebody, you know what I mean? Like, it's cool to have a good time, but there's still shit to do, you know?
Nice. Talking about versatile and messages and stuff. You know, you've been doing these Frisco Baby stuffs, and I saw that NorCal Next Up selected you as a winner for the Utah trip. How do you feel about that?
I'm so nervous. I'm not even gonna lie, because it's gonna be the first time I perform out of state. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I'm like, I was looking into the venue, looking what the crowd looks like, you know what I mean? And I'm like, oh shit, this is gonna be different. But I was like, you know, like, this is part of the process. You know, like, this is what we all want as artists, is going out and doing bigger shit than just being in the Bay Area. You know, so it's like, it's a little nerve-wracking, but what isn't as an artist, bro? Being in front of people all the time is
Right.
nerve-wracking and shit, but we still do it, you know what I mean? And it's just a part of the process, so I feel like I'm a little nervous, but I know, like,
You're gonna be okay.
yeah.
Besides gaining like fan base and stuff, what else do you wish to gain from the trip and just like the experience?
Honestly, like, new connections, you know what I mean? Meeting new people and stuff, and, like, you never know, just vibing, knowing, like, if I go back, like, oh, like, I'm locked in and I could talk to this person or that person, you know what I mean? Or even fans and stuff, like, again, like, leaving that message with someone, like, if I go back, they see me like, oh, I remember you because of this, or you talked about this, like, that'd be dope as fuck, like, you know what I mean? Like, so, yeah.
Nice. On the music hype, Mia, you've done 2 shows, or what, more than 2 shows?
I think I've done like 3.
3?
3, yeah, I think I've done 3.
3 shows. How much music you have out?
I only got like 3 songs out right now.
So that's like pretty impressive. Like, being that you have like, you know, a starter catalog right now, like, how do you feel knowing that, you know, just with a smaller catalog, like, you're actually getting booked for shows and like people are enjoying your music?
Honestly, it wasn't, I didn't really expect it. It feels good as hell. I'm not even gonna lie. That shit feels so good. Like, it makes me feel like I made a good decision in deciding to like jump into this. You know, because like it took me a long time to
You was
really
having fun hyping everyone up, and when you was like, I want to try this, I'm like, I heard
bruh,
that,
I
bro.
really want to do this. Like, going out to fucking when I seen Frisco Baby, like when I first met her, she was probably doing one of her biggest shows, I think, when she first started like out in her music. And I think that's when she really started getting recognized, is when I first met her. And that was like a big inspiration for me because, girl, I've been seeing you do music my whole life. So,
right.
But like seeing and meeting someone who's like starting off and that energy and seeing how nervous she was, but still
right.
seeing like the energy that she got from that, like I fed off of that shit. And it was just like, I want to feel that. I don't want to just be in the audience. I want to see it from the other side.
Right.
Because it's like, I know I could do it. Like, I've been writing my whole life. You feel me? Music has always been in me. It's just always been something stopping me. Or, you know, I feel like it's always been something stopping me. You feel me? But right now, I feel like I'm at a point in my life where I'm playing myself if I don't do this.
Yeah. Right.
So, yeah.
Got you. Do you have a question, Ari?
How are you able to, like, manage doing music with kids?
It's hard. It's hard, especially right now. My youngest son is the one who's like home with me all the time right now. I took him out of daycare for a little bit.
Yeah.
So it is hard trying to like find that time to do music and, you know, take a little bit of time to write some music.
And that's why I think that's dope that you're getting your stuff done, girl, because, like, all praise to you. And honestly, the way you sound, I love it, because it reminds me of when, like, I first started, because it's like, you know, when everyone first starts, it's like they have that fire, that passion for it still, that hunger. Yeah. And I love that, like, in all the right ways possible. Not even like you sound like you just started. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mean like that, you know? Yeah. You sound dope, and I love your sound, and I like it, yeah. I appreciate it. I like what I see, and so, girl.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Nice. Anything you guys have coming up? Any albums, shows, videos? How's the music?
I got a few videos coming out. We're shooting for 3 singles. I was gonna do the album, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna just take my time.
Girl, me too.
Focus on shows,
I literally was like, let me just move on to singles and just, you know, take my time.
Yeah. Because honestly, like, that album, you remember, it was a dose from the skull. And it was just pure bass stuff, you know what I mean? And we sat through it, listening to it. We're like, it's cool, but it's not really giving off what I want. Like, I don't want someone to see all these different videos on my Instagram and then they hear an album by me and they're like, oh, it's just bass stuff. You know what I mean? Like, that's not what I want people to know me as. So I'm like, bro, I'm gonna just, we're already working on a few videos, like, damn near done, and just, the songs are damn near ready to go too. So I feel like what I'm focusing on this year is more singles, more videos.
Yeah,
that's
for
it,
sure.
and more shows, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think that's important.
You know, we're all just starting out really in our careers, like, there's a lot of time to be, you know, spent doing and getting better and learning and just like, you know, I love that we're all growing as women. Like, we're all on that level. We're trying to get somewhere, and I think that's super dope how we can all sit down right now and have a conversation. And, you know what I mean?
All be on the same page.
It's hard. Like, we all got our little stories. Like, you have, you know, it's just everything. Like, the day-to-day things that people are dealing with stuff, like, people don't, you know how many things that we put aside for music, like, trying to, you know, pay with our money, and it's hard. It is hard.
And investing into it.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, it takes a lot of money.
It
takes sacrifice, to be honest. Music takes sacrifice. It's just like, you know, like, I'm sure, like, to some of us, it's our baby. It's all we have. It's our outlet. It's our, you know, it's our everything.
So
talking about, did you want to ask something?
No. Oh, I want to ask you a question, actually, Frisco. So, what got you into your music when did you start? You know what I mean? Like, when did you start, and what got you inspired to do it?
So I was like 8, and you know the carnival that they do in the city, like, every year. So I was in that. I was in a group called Vaginas, but I was more of a, like, musician. So I played more instruments. I danced, like, and then I started playing piano on the side, playing clarinet. So I was big on more playing instruments, you know what I mean, and dancing low key. And then in high school, like, I would just write, like, here and there. But it was mainly disses, you know. It was, like, mainly disses to people I ain't like in high school and shit. But I didn't take it serious, you know. But I always, like, just loved music. Like, I was that person that would walk around school with the JBL, you know what I mean? Like, I was, like, always slapping something, like, and, yeah, like, I don't know. I ended up going to LA for a few months with my sister because there was just a lot of stuff going on up here. And I didn't know nobody out there, you know what I mean? So being out there for a few months, like, and not knowing no one, and my sister taking care of her kids and working, I'm like, dude, like, I didn't have shit to do, so I started looking at beats and I started, you know, letting out like what I was going through. So it was really like an outlet. It wasn't like I was trying to like just hype myself up and kill time. It was me like, all right, I'm gonna sit down, reflect, and be real with myself. And it was shit that would make me cry, you know, and I showed my sister and she told me like, I know you just did this right now, but just keep going. Like, you know, I feel this could take you somewhere. And then from there, like, I just did not look back, you know, and like still to this day, just looking for new artists, new music, something like new that'll catch my ear and stuff to keep getting inspired, you know, because I feel more than inspiration is discipline doing music, you know, because you could run out of inspiration like that, like tomorrow and like feel down, but you gotta like, all right, this is what I want. Like, this is, again, part of the process, you know what I mean? And you just gotta keep doing it no matter what.
For sure. Bouncing off of that, me, I'm sure you could relate a lot to that. When you think about that, like, what is your guys's, I'm gonna start with you, Mia, but what is your guys's, like, end goal when it comes to music? I feel like, most of all, if you don't know right now, it's okay too, but throughout your career, you're gonna feel different type of ways. Like, you know, when you start, you appreciate hip hop, you appreciate the lyricism, you appreciate the, you know, the art of it.
Yeah.
But as you go, like, you know, you start realizing I can make money off of this, you know, like, it comes with fame, it comes with, like, you know, so what's, like, to you, your goal? Which, shout out to all the artists that love that underground shit. Like, we salute you guys. You guys are, like, literally the wave makers of this shit. And no judgment to wherever anybody wants to take their career, to be honest.
Real facts. To be honest with me, my main thing is, like, I got kids. Like, y'all know I got kids. I got 3 kids. So my thing is having stability, but I also want to enjoy whatever it is that I'm doing. And it took me a long time to realize that. Because a bitch couldn't maintain a job because I get bored with the shit. You feel me? Like, and I don't need to go to work. Like, I just get bored with it. Like, you feel me? Like, at least with something like this, yeah, it's gonna take time. It's gonna take, you feel me, dedication and stuff like that. And, you know, staying motivated and money and time and money and time. But at the end of the day, I feel like I have what it takes to get there, especially like the hunger that I had to provide for my kids. And that's what I want to do, to be able to provide for them. You feel me? And eventually, you feel me, I want to be able to branch off in other things as far as like the industry and entertainment, like acting and stuff like that, because, you know, I sing a little bit too, so I want to kind of venture off with that. I don't want to just stick to just rapping, you know. I want to do other things.
Oh.
So
What about your Frisco?
To be honest, I don't really see an end goal. Like, I'm just trying to enjoy every moment, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like there just shouldn't be a limit, you know what I mean? Because I feel like once you reach that limit, then what? You know what I mean? So I feel like just every little thing, like whether it's like a bad experience or great experience, it's just part of it, and just enjoy every moment till whenever, you know what I mean? But eventually be able to open a studio, but something that'll like help out with like, you know, teens that are coming up and stuff, because finance obviously is an issue for everybody, you know what I mean? And it's hard to book studio time right now. Like, it's expensive, you know what I mean? So it's like to be able to open something where like we could have like programs and stuff for like youth to come in and like learn how to engineer, learn how to produce and stuff, and upstairs have where they could actually book sessions, you know what I mean? I want to be able to do something like that. Like, I know it's gonna take time, but
I noticed that you're very community, like you're close to your community. You like doing for the community. Being, well, you know, when you're vocal, like you said, you like being the voice of the voiceless, and you're vocal when it comes to things. Do you feel like sometimes being politically like passionate and involved, does it do anything with the music and with like that aspect of life, or any part of your life? Like, just being, you know what I mean?
I feel like it just it brings some kind of peace. I'm not gonna lie, like it brings peace to like, even like I was talking to Mario with his mom, you know, and I told her it's hard sometimes like being an artist because we get sidetracked, especially when you want to stick to like being around community, but it becomes so overwhelming sometimes because of all the fucked up shit that happens, everything we see. Even yesterday, I'm pretty sure all of us saw the video of the white dude that was spraying down the lady, you feel me? Like, and it's constant like every day, and it's just so much energy, and it's just like, bro, like, but you can't stop. You know what I mean? So it's like, and I told her like it's hard because then it's like things like this, like I want to go to Utah, I want to go to Miami, and it's like I still want to talk about that stuff, but it's just like, I feel like, again, like it's easy to get sidetracked, but I don't want to lose sight of that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I know how much it means to her to be able to speak about her son and be able to speak about, you know what I mean? To like people's loved ones and stuff that have lost their kids to the system and stuff. Like, that shit means a lot to them, you know what I mean? Like, even going for Derek Gaines, like, I know it means something to his family, even if somebody in Australia doesn't know what the hell I'm talking about, you know what I mean? Or something like that. So it's just like, I feel it's trying to get people engaged. Like, you know how when we did the show at the Knockout, like I started out with a hype song and it's cool, and then asking everyone in the crowd, like, how many of y'all been fucked with by the police? Everyone's gonna relate to that, you know what I mean? And then they hear the story and they're like, oh shit, like, that's crazy. And then hype them up again, you know what I mean? But leave them with that message, like, have a good time, but know, like, there's still something I'm trying to tell y'all, you know what I mean? So
for sure.
I feel like it's just having a balance. Like, I'm trying to still learn how to have that balance of having fun, but still staying true to myself, you know what I mean? And what it is I want to be putting out there. So.
Well, so I think you're doing a good job on doing that. I feel like, you know, you don't let one get in between the other, and you stand your ground on what you represent for, you know what I mean? Yeah. And, you know, you're just done with the fuck shit. If you don't like it, you don't, you know?
Yeah.
Nice.
How are you able to, like, manage your time on Frisco Baby Fridays?
Do that. I mean, shit, I be posting them late every Friday, bro. I remember around like 15, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna do it early next week. And hell no, bro, they've been late. I've been big on procrastinating, but
what advice, like, can you give for people who want to do something like that?
Yeah, like, I was telling Mia to start doing those, because she got a laptop, and I'm like, girl, start doing the freestyles.
Yeah, like, honestly, it's discipline. Dude, like, because there's, like I've told people, like, there's weeks where life is, like, just kicking my ass, bro, and I don't want to do it. Like, there's times where I felt like I can't do it today, like, like, long story short, like, I had went to a viewing, you know what I mean, and it was on a Friday, and I just felt so, like, I can't, you know what I mean? I felt so emotional, so overwhelmed. I went to the studio, and I just started crying. I'm like, I can't do this shit today, you know what I mean? And I seen some footage from a music video that I had shot, and it was just like, it was given to me for inspiration, you know what I mean? So I looked at it and I'm like, damn, like, I can't, like, when I see myself in that, you know what I mean? And just remembering the emotions I felt doing that video, I'm like, bro, like, I can't stop. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like, no matter what, like, I know good or bad, music is what I run to. Yeah. So even on days where I feel like I can't do this shit, like, I'll drive my ass to the studio and I'm gonna sit there and look for a beat till I find something I could, like, that relates, you know what I mean? Like, I'm really emotionally, like, my music is emotionally based. Yeah. So it's like, whatever I'm feeling, if I'm sad, I'm gonna write some sad shit. If I'm happy, I'm gonna do some happy shit. It's whatever I really feel that day. Yeah. But again, it's just discipline. You know what I mean?
I like what I'm seeing, girl, and I'm like, you doing your thing, and I really respect that you can make time for something, because I know so many talented people that they just waste their time. They don't do anything with it. They don't use nothing, because they do let life get in the way and all those things that are making it hard, for us to be able to get to the next level or whatever. But girl, you're doing it. You're pushing through, and you're doing these things in these little. It's super dope seeing you growing. You know what I mean? So yeah, keep doing your thing, girl.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, and I want to know, Mia, your writing process. What's your writing process? Because I know, like, the kids and, like, like, how do you find the beats? What's the writing process? What does it consist of for you?
Honestly, I dealt with, like, a lot of, like, depression and stuff like that. So a lot of that honestly starts off of, like, poetry, or me just thinking and feeling some type of way, and I go to my notes and I just, write whatever it is, and eventually it turns into a fucking song. And sometimes, I'll write something without a beat, and then I'll end up hearing a beat, and I'll remember, I think I got something for that, and then I'll put it on that and see how it go. And 9 times out of 10, it be falling right on it. So.
And then I know you guys did. What did you guys do? You guys had a whole set. You had a whole session, no? Like at the shop. Shout out the shop studios.
Man, I was like, bro. Nah, I knew from the first time you recorded with me, bro. Talking about, I'm nervous. Nah, she hopped in the booth and gassed that one take, Jay, that bitch. I was just like,
that was my first.
I'm like, this is not your first time in here, bro. And like, dude, when she gassed it, that's when I was like, bro, like, even if it's like, like, we can't do like the biggest opportunities, but you know what I mean, like, just trying to help you out, because I see the hunger. Like I said, even the hunger from you supporting your
Yeah.
people, you know what I mean? Like when she was going crazy at the knockout, I was like, who is this? Like, how is that? Like, but she dope. Like, and just that energy, bro, like it just is, it's genuine, you know? So it's like, I wanted to bring her to the cypher at the shop. And I remember, like, I told everybody, like, we gonna write on the spot. You know what I mean? Like, we picked the beat there. And
Right.
like, I could tell, like, you know, like, I'm like, all right, like, this is a little challenge, too. But I know everybody got it. And once she slid in the booth, everyone was like, yo, like, she go crazy. I was like, this is her first time doing something like that.
Nothing
But
like that.
that shit was
I
dope.
usually write at home. I got enough time to go back, deal with my son, go back.
How was it working with like different type of females that you've never met, basically?
That shit was dope. That shit was dope. Different talents, different styles, and seeing how everybody had their own individual like sound and style, but how we all was able to just put our personalities on a beat and it all just flowed. Like, and it was crazy because we didn't have no like picked order. It was on some like whoever was done with their shit first.
Oh, nice.
No, for real.
That's
also,
fun.
whoever was done with their shit first and felt like they was ready to go in the studio, like that's the order it went in.
That's dope.
So I felt like it was dope on how that order it went in and how like how it flowed all together. Like, and you know, like I said, I've met probably one or two of them people at a networking event that she had, that she invited me to, and ever since then it was up.
That's nice.
And it was dope. It was a dope experience.
I know. I saw you guys perform it at the, what event was that? Where that event where everybody was mad. That event where everybody was mad. And we were all mad. different level. For one, we were shroomed out, y'all. Well, I was shroomed out. I don't know about everybody else, but I was shroomed out. I was on.
Everybody was on.
Everybody was on.
All I know is everybody was
there
mad.
like,
But it was fun though. I still had fun. I think that was probably my first. That was my first.
That was your
my
first,
first
yeah.
performance. That was my first performance. So,
Hell yeah.
and I was shroomed out. Wow. But I had fun and I remembered it. So it was dope.
Yeah,
And we did that cypher.
You badass for that one.
And we did that cypher though.
I know,
that shit was dope.
Frisco, do you be hosting now? Like, you're getting into that bag, or what's up?
To be honest, no. I mean, like, dude,
She said that show is the reason why.
Literally, bruh, that shit was so overwhelming on my bruh. I have like, I think it was like 20 artists, bruh, on that lineup, because the show was like all fucking day. I was like, I looked at it like, all right, if I'm ever asked to host the show, like,
I gotta
it
look
can't
at
be
the
that. Like,
let me see who's performing. How long is their set? Do I want to hear this shit? Cause,
bruh,
yeah,
I was just like, boy, like when I'm like compared to 20 people, I'm like, 4 or 5 can't be that bad, But I was like, I don't want to, definitely not. I don't want to be hosting shows. I'd rather just perform. But
I was hella upset that the Reverie show didn't go through.
oh yeah, they said I think she had like an accident or something, and then they postponed it. And then I don't know. I haven't talked.
I was excited for
that.
that.
Just
She's
like,
so up,
that one was supposed to be lit though. So
yeah, I know. I was excited for that one. I ain't gonna lie.
Definitely a lot.
Shout out to her. Hopefully she's cool.
Yeah.
Mia, do you? I have a question for you. I've been wanting to ask you. Do you do music for fun, or like, do you want it to be something that is gonna be like,
That's the only thing that I see myself doing, and I'm being happy
That's
doing
dope.
it.
I like that.
I've tried other things, I'm
Everything.
talented with other things, but music, I feel like I really fell in love with music. When I got in the studio and felt that and had my first performance and felt that, I was like, yeah,
Hell yeah.
this is it. This is where I want to be at.
Dope.
Especially when you hear people saying yo
Yes,
lyrics back. That's
another
like
thing. Hearing somebody, like, not somebody, but people, like a crowd of people fuck with your music, because like you can ask them anytime I get ready to perform, I'm always like really skeptical about my music because it's some deep shit. Like, it sounds good to the ear, but if you really listen to the shit that I'm saying, it's deep. And
it is.
Some people might say,
you.
like, oh, why she didn't have to say certain things, but it's like, that's my fucking story, this is my lyrics, and this is what the fuck I want to say, and you rocking with it, so but yeah, it got to a point to where I realized people fuck with it, so I shouldn't be second guessing myself.
That's exactly what drew me into you when I heard you. Is I could feel like, when you did your music, it sounds like you talking about real shit, like that you could feel it when you're talking about it, and that's what I really fucked with when I heard you and your sound. So just want that when you mentioned that, it's like, yeah, that's something that drew me into you.
So
Oh, yeah.
that's my story. I'm just trying to tell it.
Yeah.
So besides music, like, way aside from music, like, what y'all into? Like, you feel me? I be smoking, I be chilling.
I be chilling at home. I be cooking. I'm trying to get. I'm finding.
You got any other hobbies besides music? Or you haven't really?
Like.
Bitch, you braid box my hair. You like doing hair?
Like I was just saying, Ari, there's other things that I'm good at that I'm talented with. Like, you know, I can cook, I can do hair, I can draw. You feel me?
Right.
Like paint. You know, you see my paintings and stuff like that. Like,
Do you feel like those things help in your process? Like, as you're doing music and when you're stressed, do you look to those things? You do?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
Which was your favorite?
My favorite things to look at, I like to write in my room, and I have paintings on my wall. I did basically like a painting of a woman.
That's
you see
so
her
cute.
boobies, and then and then I did another painting of basically like it's a bitch's ass, and she like bent over, so you see her lips and shit.
Yeah.
Like it's a dope ass picture. It's
Yeah.
a dope ass painting.
I fuck with it.
We have art in here too. If you ever want to bring your art to have it on the
I
show,
see
like
that.
outside.
That would be sick.
Yeah, that would be
So,
sick.
I've seen the art up in
Both of
here.
y'all, if y'all have any art.
But
Well, but you be drawing on faces. So what's up with the makeup stuff?
Yeah,
Like,
this bitch could beat a face.
I know you could. Have you thought about like capitalizing even as like a
Dude,
brand?
I'm
Like,
not gonna lie, like before I took the music shit serious, okay, bro, like I wanted to be a makeup artist, so I like practiced a shitload, bro. Like I got hella different palettes, and that's really what I learned from was just doing my makeup for serving, because you get more tips, unfortunately, when you do your makeup. You know what I mean? As to when you don't. And then literally after that, wanted to
because the
be
food don't come out different if you got makeup on. Like I'm just like, what the fuck?
No cap, bro. But yeah, and then like I don't know, I kind of just like I know I don't have to worry about it, you know what I mean? Or also like learning, like when Emmy did my hair and stuff, and then just watching, and then I learned, or like
Right.
just, you know, fucking around and trying new shit on. But I feel like it's a plus knowing how to do that, just because I know I wouldn't have to pay for it to
Right.
be done, you know what I mean?
Facts,
So that's
that's
a
how I
blessing.
did it.
But literally, yeah. But I have thought about it, you know what I mean? Like as far as like other artists I see, like, you know what I mean, if they need it, then I'm like, I've been thinking like, you know what, I could just for like some side money, or like who knows, like if females need photo
Because
shoots
she
or
did my
whatever,
makeup
like
for the show.
Or even capitalizing on it in the level of like, bro, like just you posting reels or TikToks of you doing your own makeup and just inspiring, not even have to give the service to somebody.
Yeah.
You could just get paid off your social media, or just,
That's
you know,
true.
do
That's
photo
true.
shoots, things like that.
yeah.
Or even, I'm pretty sure like I don't know, but don't you want to like expand? Like, I feel like you're so good at makeup, you could come out with your own. Well, I came out with my new lip gloss collection, and it was successful. So
Oh
I
yeah,
could
yeah,
see
yeah, yeah.
you-
I
I can see you coming out with like
Yeah,
a
you
palette,
are.
eyeliner. Honestly, I can see you coming out with an eyeliner.
Eyeliner,
Bullshit.
some eyeshadows.
Hell yeah.
Bitches, don't knock it down. Yeah, that'd be dope. Ari, I haven't asked you shit all day. What you do today? What's up?
A lot. I went to the dentist.
I'm like, hello.
I went to the dentist.
You tired?
And then I cleaned the house, and then came here.
We're chilling. My work was crazy for me. It was a lot. It's weird because I'm always alone. And it's just like, why am I always alone at work? Like, what if I gotta go do something? I be skipping my lunch. I be so mad. It's like, corporate America is such a bitch. Like, it's like, fuck. But we need the money and shit. And it always goes back to our fucking dreams, which is the music. It's crazy. It's so bad like that.
Why y'all always say I be looking mad?
You do be looking mad.
I don't.
You be looking like you want to bully somebody.
What?
Look, she just did a
I
little
don't
stank
think
face
so.
too. Ari, you're never on my side.
I don't think so.
Thank you.
Maybe she likes me more than she like you. That's why.
That's impossible.
No. You can't be fucked up. That was a great response to
No,
that.
earlier I was on some cocky shit.
That was like the best reply.
No, I wasn't on some cocky shit. No, earlier
Earlier,
I was all like, my friends. What was I saying? I was saying something like, my friends. I feel genuinely loved by all my friends and liked. Like, I've never felt like any of my friends
Yeah,
that are
you
my
were
group
saying
of
that
friends that
earlier.
I've never in my life ever. Not a real friend. I mean, I've
It's
known
true.
bitches that I know feel salty
yeah,
here and there,
right.
but I've never had a friend. Like, I'm so glad, I'm grateful of that.
Yeah, we say that.
Not since, I mean, I'm not going back to middle school and shit, but I'm talking about like, that
as an adult.
them niggas will fuck your boyfriend. Like, I ain't even fucked him yet. Like, I ain't even fucked him yet, bro.
Like, what the fuck?
For real.
I ain't even fucked up.
I ain't even lie. No, bitches stay doing that shit to me in middle school. But I was a little virgin until hella older. So I was like, bitch, go ahead, get that shit up. I'm not doing it. You do it.
Get pussy. Yeah.
You do it. For real. Being an artist, you guys get people that reach out asking if you guys go both ways?
I wouldn't say being an artist, but I have been asked if I go both ways. Just
Yeah.
I guess because of how I carry myself.
I get asked all the time, bro.
I don't know why. I think it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't know how to feel when people ask me that.
Me either. I'm like, what you want?
Like, I don't know if I should feel like offended or if it's like, what makes you think that? Is it? I feel like I got something.
I miss it so much, bro.
Do you go both ways?
Me?
Yes. Yes.
Wait, this is not
Absolutely.
recording, right? This
Yeah, it is.
It is. I just want.
We've been doing it. I was wondering where the fuck you been. I'm like, what are you at? You on your phone, TikTok
No,
and
I'm
shit?
like, I'm not saying nothing right now.
Dude, I was on my phone the whole time. I'm over here texting my boyfriend, like, we're taking a break right now. We're about to start again. But,
No, cameras is
my God.
rolling.
Okay, yo, let me just.
Oh no! See, this is why I should have never said nothing. No, we try to come out there. We try to come out there.
Wait. Oh shit.
No, yeah. People always ask me, "What's up?" Like, you go both ways. What's up? I'd be like, no. But I think women are beautiful though.
I was
So
gonna say, like, you know, I guess you say I check women out. Like, I look at women,
right.
but I don't think I could ever see myself like being with a woman.
Bitches are crazy.
Thank
I
you.
can't.
I can't.
I mean, I feel like, yeah, but at
did,
the
and I
same
know.
time, I feel like as females, bro, like, we know females. We're more emotionally available, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Compared to, like, where guys are, like, we would think it's common sense, and then it's like,
But at the same time,
We're too
like, let's
emotional.
be,
Like two emotional ass people together.
we're emotional and we're sneaky as fuck. Let's just be
That too.
real.
Oh my God, we're great.
Like, you know what's the most passionate
And I don't
fight?
trust that shit.
Like,
Yeah.
it's a lesbian. Yeah, like it's like
Right.
even if it's like a stud, like it's like what?
Right.
Like she in there. She like they both going like this, and I'm like, yeah, that's some we bitches. Like like that's what's going on right there.
Yo,
No,
nah,
that's
some
not
real
what's
shit,
going
bro.
on.
No, I used to have a little girlfriend in high school, and I hope she don't see this. I used to have a little girl. For
That's
real.
why I'm like, I'm just.
No, for real, I did, and she was cool as fuck. She was so, she was cool, but she was the more like the stud. She was the boy.
I was gonna ask, like,
She was the boy, but nigga, I was the boy, nigga. I was the boy. I'm like, bitch. Like, I don't know. I just felt like, and it super mind fucked me. And like, I was just like, I'm like, this is not what
hella left way.
I'm like, it mind fucked me because it's like, I'm the girly one. Why am I being so, like, you know?
Dominant?
So I decided to leave the bitches alone because I'm going to just be trouble. Like, if I don't, I like being girly. I don't want to.
What you just said, you was the nigga though.
Yeah, like, I was the nigga in the aspect of, like, bitch, I'm running you, but you look like the nigga.
Right.
But I'm big dog. Like, I'm the one running. Like, why aren't you controlling me? Like, what's
Why
going
you
on?
sit my ass down?
Why aren't you
Who you
controlling
talking
me?
to?
What type of girls do you like? You like them girly or you like them, like, so nigga?
Honestly,
Like them bad
both.
bitches.
Oh, for real?
Shut up.
That's cool.
Wait, she said
Not to
that?
be real, both, bro.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
Yeah. Like, I'm not picky, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm not picky. I like I like that.
I love my boyfriend though. Shout out to him.
Oh shit, yeah. So how?
She ain't
Shout out to you. I'll definitely have a message like switch that. Mention him first. Shout out your boyfriend. How's that going? How's that being an artist? How's that being you?
It's just whether you want it to work. You feel me? Like, I feel I've been told by some artists, like, you know, like, oh, you can't be in a relationship and do music and shit. But I'm not gonna lie, if we were to argue and shit, I'm gonna go make a fire ass fucking song.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
And I know I'm not gonna do them dirty. You feel me? So I feel like it's not what other people say, it's what works for you. If you can manage being in a relationship and getting your shit done and not like, if I don't do my music, I'm not gonna be like, well, it's because of him. Like, you gotta hold yourself accountable. Again, like, you need to learn how to balance being in a relationship and chasing your dream. And if you can't do both, then fucking choose one. You know what I mean? So,
Right. Yeah, I think that's facts. That's how I am.
That's facts.
That is. That's facts. Cause I'm more of a relationship girl, so I like being in a relationship and Like, people have told me, like, you should, you know, if you were single, you'd have more opportunity. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make sense. I do what I want. So,
I feel like trust issues come a lot with that, too.
for
Especially, like, being a female artist, you know what I mean? Because music, bruh, is, like, it's male dominant. You know, like, regardless, even if, like, this generation and everything, we got a lot more females doing it, but it's still, like, the guys outweigh it. You feel me? Like, so it's just, like, knowing that most engineers, producers, and you know, photographers, videographers, all of that, like, is gonna be mainly males. You know what I mean? I feel like it's just having to build that trust in the relationship, and yeah. So knowing what you love, you know. So.
What about you, Mia, in your past? Do you think, like, what did they know about your music in the past or shit like that?
So that was like one of the main things. Yes, like they knew, but then at the same time, it was like they always made it a problem. Like, if I was to try to dibble or dab, you know, I wanted to.
Right. It's like they already knew what it consists of, so they're like, nah, don't even do that.
Yeah, like, cause for, like, you know, I had an ex who did music. And,
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I know that.
Yeah, one of my kids' father, he actually does music. I don't know if he still does music, but I know he was trying to do music when we were together.
Oh, dope.
You know, so it was to a point where we had a whole studio in our living room, and I had the opportunity to do things. You
Oh, cool.
But I just felt like he was just a hating ass nigga.
Oh. Oh, shit.
Like, that escalated real quick.
No, we were just talking about this the last podcast.
Like, it's difficult with if you don't got a man that's like
Supportive.
with things
Yeah.
that you do.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, our second
That's
episode was
facts.
all about that, like, supportive men and, like,
Yeah.
dealing with, like, well, I mean, you know, us as girls and, like, I feel like it's also a city thing, just being in the city and seeing, like, I don't even know how to
Niggas have a
explain
thing
it.
with, like, if they were a female, they don't want they want to be the thing, like, to look at, like, you know, you with a female, you supposed to be the man in the relationship, and this is my beautiful woman presented to the world type shit.
Yeah.
But the niggas, they want in the relationship, it's like they want to be the bitch, like,
Yeah.
they want to be the one getting on
No,
the
the
attention,
city,
and, like,
no, it just be like, you know what it is about the city? I feel like once we meet somebody, everything turns into really Bonnie and Clyde, and it's like,
That's some shit.
this is us. We're gonna
Against
see. Yeah, we're
Right.
gonna see if this works, and we're gonna be rocking every day, and within
Right.
all that beauty, out of nowhere, the motherfucker becomes jealous, and it's
Yes,
like,
very
whoa,
jealous.
like I thought we was rocking, but now
Yeah.
you want some, like, you know what I mean?
That's what it is a motherfucker who didn't really understand what he had, and then he seen, ooh, she a bad bitch, or she's hella pretty, or, you know,
Yeah.
she got a kind soul, or whatever the fuck it is that drew the nigga in, and once he starts seeing that that's also attracting other people,
Yeah.
not just him. It could just, even with friends, you know, have friendships. Like, I was in relationships where I couldn't even have friendships.
Same, bro.
You feel
That's
me?
crazy.
Because they were so insecure about my friends.
I'm over here thinking in my head like,
Dude, I was in a
man.
relationship that was so toxic that I couldn't even, like, when I was walking on the, like, you know, in the street, like, I always was taught growing up, you gotta be aware of your surroundings. So you looking around and shit, like, I ain't gonna
Right.
not look around and know what the
Right.
fuck's going on around me, the fuck, like,
He
you know
said,
what I
don't
mean?
look, bitch.
It's like,
Don't
no,
look,
for
no,
real.
I
He
know,
keeps
I
telling
already
me you
know
would
what
get
you're
jealous
getting
thinking
at.
I'm looking at some
Why you
dude
looking at
or,
that
like,
nigga over
But it was
there?
weird. It was on a weird, a whole nother level weird, because it's like, bro, I'm obviously not, it was just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Psyched
you
out.
are, narcissistic motherfucker.
Right.
And, oh my God.
I be
crazy.
so mad
There's some
when-
crazy ass people out there, I ain't gonna lie.
I be
Yes,
so mad when
there
they're
is.
narcissistic, and then they try to be like,
Like,
narcissistic, but play me out. Like, nigga, you think I want that ugly ass nigga? Like, you really turning around and telling me I want this ugly ass?
Like, and it's crazy though sometimes, because it's like, you know, like, it is hard to get out of that shit. Like, I was dealing with someone like that for damn near 3 years, you feel me? And it's like, I didn't realize it, and now I look back, like, what the fuck was I doing,
Yeah.
bro? Like, oh my God,
I
no,
had
it's
to
just
hit
so
my vape
crazy.
real
Like,
quick. I'm like,
no, for
shit.
real.
like, on God, like, and it's just sad because it's like, I remember I'd call one of my friends all the time, bro, and she would tell me, like, you know what, bro, like, it got to the point where she's like, I'm not even gonna tell you what to do, you just gonna be ready when you're ready. And I feel like that's the realest shit. Like, as much advice as you could give to somebody that's in a toxic relationship or whatever, they're gonna walk away when they're ready. You feel me? Sometimes they just need company or they just want to hear something, but it's not gonna change their mind. You feel me? Like maybe in the moment they're like, yeah, fuck them, and then.
I really like how you're mentioning that, because literally our last episode was based on all of that. Like, and it's crazy because this wasn't even planned. They're mentioning it on their own, and it's like everybody does individually go through these type of things. It's like I was expressing to her, like, you know, that mental, physical, and even spiritual, emotional, like. Just that abuse, like once you get out of that, like it really feels like a weight's off, like a real weight is off your shoulders.
Yeah,
it's like you look a completely different
yeah, you do
person.
Look different too.
You look a completely different person, because when I was in my toxic situation, it actually took me a long time, even being out of the relationship, to find myself and get myself back.
Right.
Because he tore me down so much to where I didn't even like feel. I wasn't feeling myself.
Right.
You feel me? Like, so it takes a toll. A toxic relationship takes a toll on everything.
Yes, if you are listening and you have a toxic relationship, bitch, get out of that shit. It is not worth it.
It's not worth it at all. It's not worth your sanity. It's not worth your mental. It's not worth your physical, your beauty. None of that.
Do you guys feel like now going forward, and be honest, like within yourself, do you feel like you have a different? You won't put up with certain things that seem familiar, or do you feel like...
Definitely.
Like, I feel like... I love my boyfriend again. But, you know what I mean? There's little things, you know, but I feel like we're both at that point, like, we both experienced it, you know what I mean? So it's like we're quick to call each other out whenever, say, I'm doing something or he's doing something, but we could actually talk about it. Right. Which is something so new to me, because I was never with somebody that I could sit and communicate with and be like, look, like... I've dealt with this already. I don't want to do it again, and and actually see changes. You know what I mean? Right. Like that's something so different. But I feel like that shit makes me feel like, all right, bro. Like I know this is gonna work. Like you know what I mean? So I feel like it's really like communication is something really big, bro. Like, and it's kind of hard because I feel like the last Frisco Baby Friday I did was on mommy issues and daddy issues. Right. You know, and that's something like that. Like I really sat there looking into this and shit, and I'm like, damn, like you know, like a lot of us are affected by this shit, even if we don't want to accept it or not. So to see that and then be able to try to like look at this relationship from a different perspective, like all right, like they say, you know, you tend to look for like a partner that's kind of like your parent. You know what I mean? And if I like, you know what I mean? I don't know if like y'all think that's true, but I feel like it could be true.
I didn't have no daddy.
I was from daddy.
What do you guys feel like about posting your partner? Like, I feel like it's not a thing anymore. Like, I feel like people aren't posting their partners like they used to. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
but it's because the world is so evil now.
Yeah, I feel like you personally can't trust anyone. I don't even care about what I think. I want to know what you guys think about
touch on that, because I've been sitting here and I've been hearing you talk, and I asked you guys not to talk about the relationship that I'm in right now, for different reasons. You feel me? But that's actually one of the main reasons. I've been in relationships to where, you know, you're broadcasting it and you're putting it out there and you're putting your partner out there, and I realized that that brings more drama. Yeah. That brings more attention. That brings more hating ass bitches or hating ass niggas, because now they have a face to whatever people it is.
Sneaky. I ain't gonna lie, we got trust issues, and I feel like that's another part of it. Because I honestly, I would love to post pictures with my partner and show them off and be like, damn, that's.
I want to feel.
I don't want to like.
I don't want to feel.
I don't know. At the end of the day, it's like it's trust issues over here. I feel like I can't even do it because. I don't want bitches like knowing even what my nigga's Instagram is. Like
it's like for example, like me and my dude, like we'll post each other, but we won't tag each other and shit. You know what I mean? And it's like even like he told me, it's crazy because he actually told me today, I don't comment on your shit because I know people are gonna look through it and try to follow. You know what I mean? And I'm like, it's true because there do be nosy ass people like that. You know what I mean? So I'm like. And I don't mind it because, I mean, I want my page to just be music, so I don't want to just be posting, like, you know, like, my relationships and my personal. I feel like,
professional.
Yeah, like, in general, I feel like that's something, like, it's cool if you put it out there, but I don't think I need people all up in my business and shit either, you know what I mean? If people are like, oh, she's in a relationship, cool. I know people are going to be like, well, who is it? And what da-da-da-da, and da-da-da.
Like,
I've had people ask me already, and I'm just like, don't worry about it. Like,
it's not your business.
You know what I mean? Like, just know I'm good, bro. Like, man, that's
we
it.
Good
you know,
over
like,
here.
so.
The people who know.
Yeah.
And that's how I'm moving now, but I don't move like that. I'm actually opposite than that. I've been doing music for a long time, and I was always very open. I started doing like YouTube videos, you know, when I was a little girl. So I feel like sharing more gives makes people feel more like they're in.
Yeah.
So I'm actually used to showing off,
Looks
even
like
if the nigga
it's
change every
working
month.
shit.
I'm used to like showing off and like So, but now I'm trying to be more private to see if there's a change, because obviously all my relationships haven't worked. So maybe if
you know.
I'm doing the same.
I
Yeah,
feel
like-
like
so that's why I
feel
didn't
like
want to talk about it, but
it's big on like being vulnerable too. You feel me? Like,
Right.
and I feel like it don't gotta just be relationships and shit. Like, even though like, say I don't post him and shit, but I'll do a Frisco Baby Friday again. Like how it's emotionally based. Like, I'll talk about the situation, you know what I mean, or like being in a relationship and shit. And I feel like even opening up lyrically about a situation makes people gravitate. Like, I could feel that. Like, honestly, like I feel like even though we all slap like lit shit, there's times where we're by ourselves and we want to hear something about, damn, I remember when I experienced that. Damn, this and that. So I feel like it don't gotta be like visually like you gotta see like what's going on, or be putting like, oh my god, fuck this dude and da 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 on IG, but let me make a song about it and see if people could relate. And then people gonna question like, is it real or is it not? Like, is she going through it or is she not? Like, I'll leave you with that. You feel me? Like,
That's
so
the mystery.
I feel
That's
nice.
just beautiful
That's a
about
good
music. I
balance.
love that.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. I love that.
Nice.
How do you feel about people writing for you? How do you guys feel about writing? Like somebody writes your music.
to be honest, I think I would be open to writing creativity. I don't think I'd be completely okay with someone just writing me a whole ass song like, yo, this is, you feel me? But like,
I mean, like a lot of famous people, they do it. You know
I
what I
know,
mean? Like,
but I feel like I got too much. I feel like I got enough in me to be able to put
Nice.
into my
I
own
like
song.
that.
You feel me? Like,
Uh-huh.
if I'm not gonna put into my own song, you know, there might be times where I might want to hit a, you feel me, somebody for a hook because I can't get a hook.
yeah.
I'm open to shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm open to sitting down and having a writing session with a song, you feel me, and we bouncing off of each other. I'm open to shit like that. But I don't think I could really be okay. Unless that shit is hard as fuck. Like,
Yeah.
and I can relate to it. You
Yeah.
feel me? Like, but other than that, I'm not finna just because it sounds good and someone want my voice on it.
Have you
your
thought
own
about
expression.
in the industry how that's actually like a thing? Like, I know you're saying you don't want, but it's it's like a thing. Like, it's
I mean,
regular.
maybe
It's
like in
normal.
the future, like, you know.
If you get exposed to it, do you feel like
I
you're
feel like
right?
if I was to get exposed to it, I'd probably be a little bit more like open to it. But as of right now, I'm just starting out. You feel me? So I feel like I need to put myself into
For
my
sure,
craft,
yeah,
you
for
feel me,
sure.
before I start thinking about. Or
I
being
feel like
open
you've
to
always
it.
been talented, so to me, it's like you're not new. Like, to me, you're not new. You're
But
just.
I'm
But
new.
I get it. You're new.
I'm
That's why I'm all like, bitch. What? No, you're a veteran.
No, I've definitely been writing and shit for a long
What about
time.
you? I know you're a writer, but since there's no goal and the goal's infinite, are you open to
Yeah.
things like that?
To be honest, yeah. Like, I used to be hella, what's the word called? Like, I couldn't handle criticism before, you know what I mean? If someone would tell me this don't sound right, I'd be like, what the fuck you talking about? Like, I'd get so defensive because I'm like, what's my
English?
argument? I'm a fire sign, alright? So, like, you know,
She's
like.
an artist and she's
but-
sensitive about her shit.
Exactly. Thank you. I'm fragile, man. But not like, yeah, like I would get hella butthurt like until like I started working with artists in LA and stuff, and I was like, damn, like, you know, like that's when I was like physically like exposed to like, damn, like they helping each other, like, you know what I mean, or writing for whatever, like. And that's when I was just like, all right, like, and then, you know, like, they helped me out and stuff. And I feel it's more with the melodic. I feel like as far as rapping, like, I'd be open to it, but I really haven't had, like, no one really helped me with my rap stuff. It's really the melodic shit that I'm open to hearing other singers, like, all right, like, what do you think of this? Or what do you think of this? Well, maybe you could try this and that. I'm like, cool. Like, and I feel like now I don't even, like, take it personal like that. Like, if I'm in the booth and say we're freestyling, like, a couple bars for a verse or something, and then after they're like, oh, what if you try it like this? And I'm like, all right, like, before I would have been like, fuck, like, it would have made me hella nervous, but now I'm like, there's always room for growth, bro. Like, it's on you if you want to get like defensive and block that. Like, and that's what, remember when like you recorded too, I asked you like, would you feel some type of way if I tell you like maybe you could change this like this or something, you know what I mean? Like, so I feel like, I don't know, that really comes with it, but I wouldn't mind it, you know what I mean? Like, I'd be down to like try it out. I've never had somebody like really write everything like you said for me, but I don't mind like pointers and stuff. But I feel like that's something I'd be open to. I just really have to get into it emotionally, like
Right.
I need to feel
Relate
it, you
to
know.
it,
Yeah.
like understand it or something.
Nice.
How have you guys? How's your guys' holidays and everything? Like, did you guys have a good holiday on New Year's? And what'd you guys do on New Year's?
girl, did you not see outside?
I literally was inside taking a bath with a candlelight.
I know you live in the studio down there. Were you in the studio for New Year's and the holidays and shit?
Nah, but honestly, I was in the hospital, and then I think I got out the 30th. I'm pretty sure I got out the 30th and stuff, but like, I can't drink, I can't smoke, I can't really do nothing right now, you know what I mean? I can't eat spicy food, acidic food, I can't do none of that shit. So I was like, bruh, I was over here thinking, like, I'm gonna go drink with my boyfriend. No, we ended up going to Safeway, and we got a bag of salad, and we got some food, and we watched Shrek, bruh. We watched Shrek, and then we knocked the fuck out. So I was like, it was cool, you know, we were actually like just cozy and just like, you know what, fuck it. Like,
that's unfortunate that you're in the hospital, but that sounds like a positive kind of
to be honest,
shift.
yeah, bruh, like, cause I'm like, y'all know
like
how many
yeah.
I'd be smoking, bruh, and it was fucking me up, like, being on stage, bruh, the last couple shows, even though I feel like people couldn't really tell. Like, I told you, I damn near passed out at the show that we did with you. You know what I mean? And I'm like, bro, like, yeah, like, you get some chicken and some mashed potatoes. I was like, bro, she go right now.
I'm the plug,
Which word that?
What you mean?
Nah, but yeah, I feel like, and that's why, like, I just try to tell people now, like, bro, just be careful with your health. You know what I mean? Because that shit, some real shit. Like, and ever since that, bro, that pain and everything being in there, I'm like, bro, bro, the scent of a cigarette now, like, I'm just like, I can't even, bro, like, I can't, like, because I just remember that pain, and I'm like,
was it the cigarettes?
Like, real smoking, drinking,
what?
like, just, like,
Everything.
yeah. So I'm just like, fuck it, like, I told myself, like, the shit that scared me the most, bro, I'm not gonna lie, is the fact that I felt so much pressure in my stomach, I couldn't rap and I couldn't sing. I couldn't do more than 2 bars, bro, and I was scared as shit, like, this is it, bro, I can't do music no more. I didn't want to tap in with nobody, bro, like, I was just like, fuck, like. And you know what I mean? Like, it just got to that point where it's literally my health or my fucking dream. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, what do I want? Like, and that's when I'm like, I'm just cool off it. And I've just been taking care of myself more. Like, so, yeah, like, I don't see myself going back to, like, fucking up my physical no more, bro. Like, it's what I want. Like, and I look at artists that be, like, geeking, like, jumping and shit on stage. And I'm like, bro, I'm trying to be like that. Like, I don't want to be, like, you know what I mean?
Right. What about you? How do you feel like your health is? Oh, my bad. Were you going to say something?
No, I'm good.
What about you? How do you feel like your health is when it comes to performing? Because to me, personally, I be telling you all the time, like, I mean, 3 kids, like, what the fuck? You look great. And you really marketable. Like, I always tell you, like, I feel like she would be great marketable. How do you feel, though, as you living in your body when
honestly,
performing?
to be real, I feel like I could be way healthier. I smoke a lot. Like, all day, every day, all day, every day. I've been smoking for years since I was like a kid, you know.
Why don't you go into papers? Like, that's a first step.
I tried the bong. I think it's like really like the tobacco that is like.
Oh, that's what you like?
It's, I don't know. I don't know if it's tobacco or if it's like, because I like the shit to hit hard.
Right.
Shit don't hit hard in the paper.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
I used to be like that. It is the tobacco.
So, you know, I think it's tobacco, but, you know, I used to be, like, really, really athletic. Like, I did Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, basketball, volleyball, all types of shit. You feel me? So I was an active-ass person all the way until, like, after I had my second kid.
Right.
And so, once I had my second daughter, I kind of just stopped taking care of myself. Yeah, you know, you don't really take care of like yourself. So I definitely feel like I could lay back on the smoking and probably.
First of all, y'all both know how to fucking make edibles and shit and make hella weed infused stuff.
That she be making like.
Okay, first of all, bruh, back up.
She be sending them.
Your shit, why is it so potent? Like, what the fuck? Bruh, I gave it to my mom, right? I gave some to mom because she be going through it, you know, and she don't like, she will not.
I thought she ate it by accident, bro. I was like, oh my god, I felt so bad when you told me.
No.
I told her. I was like, oh my god. I was like, bro, is she okay? And you didn't tell me shit after. I was like, bro,
no, she was fine,
good.
but she must have, bro, because as soon as you open it and you smell it, that shit smell like straight dank. I was like,
did it taste like it?
Girl, I had to swallow that shit with water because, bitch, why is it so potent
I don't
like
know.
that?
Shout out to my boyfriend.
I don't know, but you need to charge $60 for them because what the fuck?
Dude, that's what I'm saying. I was like, he was talking about 10. I was like, 10. I was like, bro, like, no, like. But not hella people was saying like they were hidden, bro. Like, so I was just like it's good. Yeah, so we're gonna try this.
You can do it. Oh no, yeah.
I'm little as fuck. The fuck.
Well, don't you gotta microdose it? Isn't that how that works?
I make
I'm asking you, like,
Me?
I know you know about my
Let me
edibles.
explain. When I make my edibles, you know you're supposed to taste your shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
So when I make my edibles, just me tasting, like making sure that everything tastes good, gets me high. You feel me? Like I can't do edibles, bro.
Like the
and then I'll be
gets me
asleep,
high.
and then I wake up and I'm still high, and I'm a mom, and I can't be a fucking walking zombie. So
Right.
it don't work for me.
Well,
I'm not gonna lie though, like the last 3 times that I had like took a bite, cause I'll tell people don't take more than 2 bites, bro. Cause I'll take 1 bite and I'll
Damn,
be
bitch, what you
loaded.
doing?
Bruh,
No,
they're
bro, like,
potent.
literally, and like I'm not gonna lie, like the last 3 times I had like derealization. You remember that one time we were driving to the show?
You
bro,
have
and
puppies?
No, like,
Go
it's
back.
literally, like,
You had
it's
what?
like, so derealization is like it like. What's the word? Like it like stems off of anxiety. It's what happened.
no.
Remember that
It's like
one
an
day?
outer body.
Yeah, remember when I was driving with you in your car and I'm like, bro, I gotta pull over before the show, and you're like, bro, you good? You need food? You need water? And I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I just
yeah,
started
yeah.
tripping. That shit has happened to me like the last 3 times that I had some, and I'm like, bro, I don't know if it's just a tree or what the fuck, but like that shit kind of scared me off, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie, cause I'm like, bro, that feeling is just like, bro, like I don't know, that shit was just not it.
So as of right now, you don't do any like THC in your body at all, huh? Oh, high five!
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, cause I could never, bitch. What the fuck? I probably the doctor probably be like, you're gonna die, bitch, in 10 days.
Nah,
'Cause
man.
you
Like,
ain't
to each
covered
his
in
own,
shit,
bro. To
so-
each his own. Like if it
That's
helps you, bro,
good.
like that's cool. You feel me? But like me and my dude been getting more into like hiking and doing like outdoor
That's
shit.
hella
You feel
good.
me? So it's been like I feel like that's just
That's
pretty
another
peaceful
good way to
for me,
bond.
So yeah,
Other
real
than
shit.
smoking
it is,
and watching movies or.
You're in your like. I feel like you are in tune with different senses when you're sober. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
everything you're intaking is different. The way you perceive things are
Perception,
different. Like I think it's just it's the shit.
How do you guys feel about doing stuff in the winter? Like, I feel like it's harder for me to get stuff done because of the rain. It's like the
Oh, no.
storms.
I'm not
Like,
getting out my house.
you know what I mean? I feel like
I'm not gonna lie, I
I'll
just
be
be praying, bro.
trying-
I just be praying
make
every
it
time.
safe that I get, you know, where I'm going. Because it's been crazy lately. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie.
bro.
The puddles, man. I was on the freeway the other day, and the freaking puddle. I didn't think I was gonna make it through it because it was so fucking tall. I mean, I was driving slow. Don't get me wrong, but I just thought like I wasn't gonna go through the puddle. I fuck.
No, yeah, it's.
I was
fine,
driving
shit.
through the bridge, bro. That whole shit. I was just like praying the whole time. I was like, Lord, like get me to the studio. Like that's just
That's
scary,
good.
bro.
See what I'm
Scary,
saying? She
like,
lived this. You were going to the studio.
Like, what the fuck? In the
Like
middle
it's
of a
fucking the world is
storm.
drowning.
No
What are you
cap,
talking
bro.
about? The world is drowning. Like you
No,
want to go to the
literally.
studio?
Like I'm gonna make a song about it.
Right.
You're gonna die in the studio.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's
Man.
hella funny.
See, that's what I'm saying. We gotta. Tati was talking about it earlier. Like we gotta make shit happen. Like even when it's
Yeah.
raining and all that. You know, go to work. They got everybody make
Yeah.
work.
And even
shit
if
like
it's
that.
not like you for me, like even not going to the studio, bro, like at least try to write some. Even if you don't write some, try
Right.
to find a beat. Even if you don't find a beat, try, just selling, bro. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I feel like I just got so used to like telling myself I have to do something for music every day, bro. Every day.
For
You
sure.
know what I mean? Like
What makes you feel different? Like, what do you think sets you apart from other artists? Like, that makes you feel like different than everybody else.
me
Or like your own
personally,
personal touch.
I feel like being versatile.
You feel like versatile.
Yeah,
That's
especially in
awesome.
the Bay and stuff, because I feel like a lot of, like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of artists sound the same. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
feel like when I do different shit, like I'll throw something in that's like relatable to what people like, but then I'm like, I'm gonna give you like a dose of me now. You know what I mean? Like YM and shit, and then that's usually what's like, oh, she different. Like she could rap, you know what I mean? So I feel like I just be trying to have fun with it, but I feel like I don't know. I think it's just that really being versatile.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people, like, there was a publisher that hit me up and told me, like, just off one of the videos on my Instagram, he told me, like, I could just feel how genuine your energy is through your video, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, and I was like, that's crazy, like, that's dope, you know what I mean? He's like, it's all just, like, one shot, like, it's just, like, bro, like, that's just dope, you know what I mean? And I'm like, bro, that's cool to hear, you know what I mean? So I feel like it's just really being